Multiple hostiles inbound.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Contact.
Tactical Advance here. And welcome back to some more Star Citizens. Now today, in the background, I've been playing quite a lot of the actual dogfighting. I've been jumping between sort of mouse and controller actually, and in this video I was actually using the mouse, and the first bit doesn't go too well, but actually, do you know what, I ended up doing quite well. Now, a couple of other things I actually wanted to go through today, because we've got this quite a significant time for Star Citizen in the next, I would say, probably, well, month or so, I'd say at least. I'm hoping, actually, in the next couple of weeks, because we've got a lot of things coming up. Now, actually, in the multiplayer dogfighting at the moment, we're around about 200,000 players in the multiplayer dogfighting aspect of it. I mean, I'm still quite a bit away. I'm about 300,000. But they did make quite a big transition between the 100 to the 200,000. So I'm hoping the next transition will be straight in at 300,000. But on the good side, guys, we've got to look at it this way. The time it gets to us, you know, in the higher sort of, 250, 300,000s, there's a lot of bugs that have been ironed out and resolved up until that point. So that's the sort of good news for us anyway. Now, secondly, actually, which is something I'm extremely excited about, guys, is obviously I'm smiling already, the Constellation variants. Now this is a double-barreled one here, guys, because we've got V2 of the Constellation, and for the guys that don't know, the Constellation, the standard one, is being refurbished on the basis that the interior doesn't make logical sense because of the center airlock door and where the cargo bay is. So we know it's had a total overhaul in the inside, and from what it looks like, the Slugfighter now, the Merlin, is actually mounted on the exterior just below the rear of the ship. Now, alongside of that, we're actually going to see the variants as well. I've seen a few sort of pictures of the variants already. I think I want to see it in person. I mean, it looks almost like a sort of an executive sort of business class ship. But I don't really know what the loadouts are yet, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's probably one of the most significant things for me anyway, because the Constellation, I don't want to say the rock of the game, but it's been quite a significant ship for Star Citizen, so I'm just really excited, not just to see the variants, guys. I'm actually just as excited to actually see V2 of the Constellation. Now, what we do know is we know that V2 of the Constellation is complete and done. I think what we're waiting for now is we're waiting for the variants. I think the variants are pretty much done. And I'm making that assumption because in I think it was episode 3, guys, if you go and listen to it, they gave a little sort of sneak peek that the Constellation was actually completed. So it's just about when is it going to come into the game. Now, if I put 2 and 2 together and make 50,000, listening to Chris Roberts, we know that 12.5 is going to bring a lot more updates to multiplayer, and I'm hoping we're going to get one of two things here, guys. Either the variants of the Constellation, or even better would be the Asteroid Hangar. Now, moving on to the Asteroid Hangar, guys, we've all seen a lot of pictures on the Asteroid Hangar, and it does look absolutely fantastic. And once again, the Constellation is quite significant, and the Asteroid Hangar is very significant. Not because necessarily it's the Asteroid Hangar, it's the first part of the hangars that is going to be modular, that can actually, we can have expandable rooms and expandable bays. Currently with our hangar set, we don't have that option. I know we've got the doors there, but the physical code and the functionality is not in place. So, as well as the Asteroid Hangar being relatively significant, because obviously it looks absolutely fantastic, the other side of that is it's the first modular hangar we're going to get. So what we can sort of expect after that is maybe some more updates further down the line to give us the actual modules for the hangar. Things like, your own personal office, research lab, storage area, all these sort of things that you can actually plug onto your hangar. So, it's the first step to actually, us getting our modular hangars. So some fantastic things to look forward to in the coming weeks. Now, I've been getting a little bit of practicing in the Vandal Swarm, doing quite a bit of flying. I've been jumping between controllers because the reason I've been changing, keep going back and forward, is because there's been quite a lot of control changes inside of the engine as the updates happen. So it's always worth going back to them, trying them out. I did try quite a few of them out before, and I had issues with the Xbox controller, the thumbsticks maybe being a little bit too sensitive. I had a problem with the mouse as well, because switching between the two modes, between move left, right, and so on, that was a bit awkward. But as I say, I went back to the mouse today to give it a go, and it was actually pretty good, guys. It's a bit wavy and a bit sensitive, but in some ways, what I'd like to do is maybe change the sensitivity a little bit and just drop it down. But I mean, I've played probably for about 2 or 3 hours. And ended up actually doing pretty well. And I've actually sort of set myself a bit of a goal now, guys. I don't know if you guys do it, but just I try not to use the missiles, because I don't know, I feel like in some ways that it's a little bit of a, not a cop out, but obviously you limit on the missiles, but I save them for the very high waves, like maybe 12, 13 and so on, because obviously you're going to need them more then to take out. I don't know if you guys are aware, but one Vandal in the latest Swarms is an advanced Vandal. He's like some super duper guy, so I normally save him. So special missiles with his name on it, basically. And also, actually, I've been using the 300 series. I originally started with the Hornet, and I really enjoy the Hornet. I really like it. I'm actually going towards the 300 series now. The guns I'm using at the moment are just awesome. Them laser cannons, guys. Whoa, you can one shot, you could do 1,500 damage, just absolutely annihilate with that, and you'll see it in the video. It's fantastic. I know it's not sort of a multi-firing weapon, but even with the multi-firing weapons, I find them a little bit less powered to the laser cannons. I mean, that was I did good best part of 600-700 damage there, but that was because he was already damaged. And I suggest you go back to it and give it another go. It is a little bit more difficult, obviously, because you're just firing 2 shots at a time and you're not firing as many shots. And it's probably not going to be, if something's flying very close to you, maybe you would probably want to have more shots or more, a higher fire rate. So another one there for about another 1,000. But I really enjoy it. I think it's a fantastic ship. And look, a lot of people say it's a glass cannon, but the way I see it is don't forget, I think once we get the 325A in the game, which is supposed to be the proper fighter, we get the other modules and we can actually modify the ship, we might better change that a little bit. But at the same time, you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have a ship that is rock solid with fantastic guns and fantastic everything, because obviously then that just brings a sort of imbalancement into the game anyway. Now, a couple of other things I'd like to quickly go through while I'm here. I don't know if everyone's aware, but we have our own organisation as well. We've got the Tactical Advance organisation, which you could join if you want to. Everyone's welcome. We've also, we play a wide range of games as well, guys. So, as well as Star Citizen, we play, I would say probably there's about 4 or 5 main games we play at the moment. And the idea of that is, guys, is just to get that team play and that coordination at the early stage while we're waiting for sort of the persistent universe. So, as I say, you're welcome to join, guys. So I'll put the link in the description below. And that's pretty much it, guys. So, like I said, I'm just so looking forward to that next update. And I'm really want it to be. I'd rather have the Constellation variant before the Asteroid, obviously. But one thing I would ask for, guys. I do not have all the variants, and I'll just say a big thanks to everyone that has lent me their accounts over the past few months. It's been very kind of everyone, particularly, on the freelancer variants, pretty much on all the ships. In fact, I've used other people's accounts, and I really appreciate that. And I suppose the same applies. If anyone decides to buy any of the variants, I'm probably, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm probably going to upgrade my Connie to a variant, because I don't know, I just, the Constellation for me is a definite stayer, but if there's another one there that takes my fancy, yeah, I probably would go for it, guys. But at the same time, when it comes around to that, guys, if anyone gets any of the variants and they're willing to let me use their account, I really appreciate that. Obviously, I understand if some people don't want to do the same thing. And one thing I definitely will like to see, hopefully get someone's login if someone's willing to, is the Asteroid Hangar, because I'm super excited about that as well. The only criticisms with the Asteroid Hangar, what put me off, is upstairs where the tool bay is. It looked really messy. There was tools all over the floor. I'm not saying I've got OCD, guys, but I would want to clean that up. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. That's round about it tonight, guys. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for all your help over the last months anyway, guys. And don't forget to check out our organisation below. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.